So you see, a cage doesn't have to look like a cage. It can be a cage created by your fear of discomfort. If you approach your limits, you begin to feel uncomfortable and insecure. Those are the bars of your cage. As long as you stay inside of it, you cannot possibly know what is on the other side. The boundaries of this cage are what make your world appear closed and temporary. The unlimited and ongoing are just outside the limits of your cage. Going beyond means going beyond the borders of the cage. There should be no cage. The soul is unlimited. It is free to expand everywhere. It is free to experience all of life. This can only happen when you are willing to face reality without mental boundaries. If you still have barriers, and you know what they are because you hit them every day, you must be willing to go beyond them. Otherwise, you remain within your cage. And remember, decorating your cage with beautiful experiences, fond memories, and great dreams is not the same as going beyond. A cage by any other name is still a cage. You must be willing to go beyond. Throughout each day, you frequently hit the edges of your cage. When you hit these edges, you either pull back or try to force things to change so that you can remain comfortable. You actually use the brilliance of your mind to stay inside your cage. Day and night you plot and plan how to stay within your comfort zone. Sometimes you can't even fall asleep at night because you're too busy thinking about what you need to do to stay within your cage. How can I make it so that she will never leave me? How can I keep her from ever becoming interested in someone else? You're trying to figure out how to be sure that you won't hit the edges of your cage. Let's go back to the dog. Since that particular dog was used to roaming free, it's a sad day when he stops trying to get out of the yard. The only reason he would stop trying to go beyond his little space is that he is afraid of the edges. But what if we are dealing with a very brave dog that's determined to be free? Imagine that that dog has not given up. You find him sitting there right at the place where the collar starts vibrating, and he is not backing off. Every minute he is stepping forward a little bit more in order to get used to the force field. If he continues, he will eventually get out. There's not a chance in the world that he won't. Since it's just an artificial edge, he can get through if he can learn to withstand the discomfort. He just has to be ready, willing, and able to handle the discomfort. The collar cannot actually hurt him. It's just uncomfortable. If he is willing to go beyond his comfort zone, he is free to come and go at will. The collar will not zap him anymore once he's passed the boundary. Your cage is just like this. When you approach the edges, you feel insecurity, jealousy, fear, or self-awareness. You pull back, and if you are like most people, you stop trying. Growth begins when you decide that you will never stop trying. Growth is the commitment to go beyond, no matter what it takes. It's an unlimited journey based upon going beyond yourself every minute of every day for the rest of your life. If you are truly going beyond, you are always at your limits. You are never back in the comfort zone. A growth being feels as though they are always against that edge, and they are constantly being pushed through it. Eventually, you will realize that it cannot actually hurt you to go beyond your psychological limits. If you are willing to just stand at the edge and keep walking, you will go beyond. You used to pull back when it got uncomfortable. Now you relax and go past that point. That is all it takes to go beyond. Go beyond where you were a minute ago by handling what's happening now. Would you like to go beyond?